Hey, this is Jeremiah. In episode 15 of the Demand Channel show, I'm going to show you how to keep groups from booking off the block. This is a big problem nowadays, so let's look at the solution. All right, first of all, let's understand the situation a little bit. Now, this graph shows this blue line here is ADR, national ADR, and we can see that it's kind of going up. It's keeping pace with inflation. This purple line here, a bit erratic, right? This is demand. And we can see here that it's dipping below zero. So as these two forces are separating, as the gap is widening, well, that puts your hotel in a bit of an awkward situation, right? You're not selling from a position of power. So these are harmful market forces. Supply versus demand, it's getting wider. Second, OTA competition. We need to keep this in mind with everything we're doing nowadays. This is the landscape, right? And in terms of the competition, they have a promise of better rates. So if somebody's going to a wedding and the wedding planner tells them, hey, we have this room for $130, they're going to check around. They're going to see if they can find something better before they go with the wedding planner's suggestion. I mean, that's just human nature, right? That's how people act in a free society, right? So they're gonna check around. They might find better rates. So that's one point. Second, convenience. The OTAs have a convenience that a lot of meeting planners, a lot of wedding planners can't offer, right? They want to have everybody in the door by 2 weeks before the event. They want to have all the reservations booked. But if somebody hasn't decided yet, they can wait and they can say, oh, I'll book something later, 1 week out, 3 days out, 2 days out, booking a room for the next day. That's a huge convenience, and it's very, very hard for the meeting planner to counteract that, right? So these two things, better rates, more convenience, that gives the OTAs an amazing power, and they're using it to pull away your group business. So with those 2 points in place, I think we need to look at this one right here. And this is a really big one. It's complacency. Look, since 2012, things have been great. Occupancy is going up. ADR is flying high in the sky. It's been easy because demand has been there. And so for many group sales managers, they just have to open their doors and business comes in. But as ADR and demand, as that gap widens, as you have more competition, and who knows what's going to happen in the economy, that's putting you in a position of weakness. So you can't be complacent. I really say that during the summer, you start getting ready for fall. You reap what you've sown in the springtime, and then you prepare for winter, right? That's just the natural human cycle of survival. I think it's the same in business too. So here are some solutions. Number one, build alliances. Build alliances with associations, your CVB, church groups, sports groups. Build as many alliances as you can. Find win-win situations where you can position your hotel alongside with the Little League team or whatnot. And that will be there when winter months come in. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like Game of Thrones there, but you get what I mean. If you have alliances, they're going to help you when everybody else is desperately searching for business. Now, I also say empower meeting planners. This means give them the tools, give them the capabilities that makes their job easier. When you do that, you make a friend, right? You've made their job easier, so now you become a preferred supplier, right? You become a preferred partner for them. You just made their job easier, after all. So now I say own the means of production. By making somebody's job easier, you're owning the means of production. And what do I mean by that? Specifically, I mean become the most convenient solution. I lived in Japan for 8 years, and I could walk out of my house, walk 2 minutes to the train station, take trains, get on the other side of the country. I could step out of the train. I could take 5 more steps. I could buy a ski lift ticket, I take 5 more steps, I would get on the gondola and I would ride up to the tip of the mountain. That's convenience, right? And when you have convenience, all of your inconvenient competitors fall away. So by making your meeting planners, by making your wedding planners' life easier, you become the preferred provider. So just leave a comment below, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do all this. I'm going to share a link to a secret video that solves many of these problems. This shows you an automated sales process. So it's always there, it's always working for you, even while you're sleeping. And so you don't have to spend so much time chasing leads. I know how unfun that is, right? It's not the, you never wake up thinking, boy, I'm looking forward to cold calling people today, right? No, this is a solution that is automated, and it also gets meeting planners on your team. It's making their life easier so they start working for you. And when you do that, you build a long-term competitive advantage. This helps your hotel be more successful, be more profitable during hard times, and it also helps your career because people start looking at you and say, oh, that was a smart play. During the springtime he sowed, during the summer she cultivated, during the autumn months they gathered their resources and they created a competitive advantage. That's the type of person I want to work with. So do all that, and don't forget to subscribe. I put out about 2 videos a week, so I'm always coming out with new stuff. Leave a comment below, I'll share my secret video, and subscribe, and you'll see the next things I have in store, okay? Hope you're having a great day. Bye now.